السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. من المفارقات الغريبة أنه في نفس اللحظة التي يضيق فيها على المساجد في محاولة واضحة ومكشوفة لنقض آخر عروة من عرى الإسلام ألا وهي الصلاة، وذلك بالتغيير في أحكامها وتغيير طريقة أدائها التي نزلت على النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام، والتي عرفتها الأمة منذ أكثر من 1400 سنة. في نفس هذه اللحظة يقام موكب مهيب لملوك الفراعنة، وتتلى خلال هذا الموكب صلوات شيطانية شركية في نفس اللحظة الزمنية، لكن في مكان آخر لا يقل أهمية عن مصر بالنسبة للدجال، ألا وهو الشام. تقوم روسيا بإعادة بناء قوس النصر في تدمر، والمعروف باسم بوابة معبد بعل، والذي كان بمثابة بوابة لمعبد وثني رئيسي لبعل. وقد تم توقع إعادة بناء القوس في التلمود على أنه يسبق المسيح. وللتذكير فقط، في الشهر الماضي كان البابا فرانسيس في مدينة أورا الكلدانيين أخذا دورة انتصار لديانة الدجال في مسقط رأس النبي إبراهيم عليه السلام. أحداث إن كنت بجمعها في مشهد واحد، فإن أول شيء سينبئك به هذا المشهد هو أن الدجال بات على عجلة من أمره. في نفس اللحظة تزايدت الإنذارات الإلهية لبني البشر، فالأرض لا تكاد تستقر تحت أقدام الناس، خصوصا في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، أرض عادن الثانية التي نعدها رأس الحرب في نظام الدجال.
Storm emergency off WA. There are fears residents are exposed and unprepared as Cyclone Seroja bears down on Midwest communities unfamiliar with such severe weather so far south.
As a triple threat of storms close in on the west coast. Kelly, good morning. This is a once-in-a-generation weather event.
Alex, good morning. It certainly is. This is an extremely rare weather event and it's set to affect much of the WA coast. By Sunday night, we could see a month's worth of rain in just a single day. Now, the last time we saw something like this was back in the 1950s. We have two tropical cyclones tracking off the coast of WA. They're tracking together in what's called a Fujiwara effect. But now, in an even rarer event, a third tropical low has joined its path. This is unseen even to weather experts. Take a listen.
It's extremely uncommon. I've been working here in Perth for over 20 years and I've never seen this.
Now, this will hit in the far north of WA, but the impact will be widespread, with travellers in the area being told to get out now, whereas residents who are staying behind, they're being warned to prepare for strong winds of up to 150 kilometres an hour, plus flash flooding and heavy rain that will span over a 1,400 kilometre period zone from Onslow down to Perth. So, Alex, a very, very wet start to next week.
A call today for thousands of people.
People across Los Angeles were jolted awake in the early morning hours.
And a pair of earthquakes has hit California this morning. A magnitude 4.0 quake hit near Lenox just 30 minutes after a 3.3 quake hit the same area.
Feel an earthquake. That was the floor shaking just a little bit.
And we just had an earthquake a few minutes ago. You see it shaking right here? Yes.
Yes.
You know, you first feel the
was just
rumble.
Seconds ago. Mm-hmm.
Right, you first feel the rumble. Felt as far away as south as Brea, West Hollywood, South Los Angeles.
But I was in the van, so you're used to that kind of bridge sort of shaking a little bit. But our photographer Tommy was inside and he said somebody went, whoa!
According to the LA Times, it's been very active. In the last 10 days, there have been 3 earthquakes of a magnitude 3.0 or greater nearby. They say on average, 5 earthquakes with a magnitude of 3.0, 4.0 occur every year in Los Angeles.
It occurred very near the Newport Inglewood Fault, but that's a fault that comes to the surface and goes down vertically and moves sideways.
It is not something you normally see along a freeway, but local Caltrans crews have been keeping a close watch on a geyser that is impacting both the Union Pacific Railroad and State Route 111 near Eaton Island in Imperial County. The challenge, this geyser is moving. News 8's Shannon Handy has more on what makes this so rare and the drone video that captures it all.
Marcella, this is the only moving geyser in the world. On average, it shifts about 10 feet every month. Because of that, Caltrans crews have had to plan accordingly to keep traffic in the area moving as well. But keep in mind, this area is not open for public viewing. It has piqued the interest of several people, though, including the experts over at National Geographic.
And just an incredible scene in the Caribbean.
Tens of thousands of people are being evacuated from the area around a volcano on the Caribbean island of St. Vincent.
After the first volcanic eruption there in more than 40 years, the volcano sent a thick cloud of smoke 20,000 feet into the sky.
Where they've had a second volcanic eruption.
It had been dormant for decades until December 2020 when it began showing signs of activity.
The first one happened early this morning. Video shows La Soufrière spewing ash almost 6 miles into the air.
Friday, an early morning eruption, followed by a second just hours later.
Watch it! The eruption ejected smoke kilometers high into the air.
My God!
La Soufrière created an ash cloud so thick it hid the sun.
Overnight, dramatic images from the island of St. Vincent. The Caribbean nation's disaster management agency confirming a second explosive eruption. The long-dormant volcano awakening.
Cruise ships are now racing to help evacuate thousands and thousands of people before another emergency on the island.
But they say it could be an ominous sign. The scientists at the West Indies Seismic Center say eruptions could continue for weeks or months.
Scientists have been monitoring its increasing activity in recent days, and the island has been on red alert.
Some incredible images there.
Yeah, always looking at those pictures there.
For a big story that we're following, what is going on? There are dead whales turning up around the bay.
We've had 3 show up in about a week's time. Crown 4's Yoli Sev is actually on the story for us this morning out there live at Chrissy Field. And Yoli, the big mystery is still, why are they dying?
Well, another gray whale has washed ashore, Sky Ranger, over Muir Beach today, where this whale was found.
Yeah, we still don't really know what caused their death, but they say it is very alarming when you do find 3 of them in such a short time.
That is really a red flag for us.
But it is alarming. They need to find out because they want to know whether it's the environment that's causing their death or whether it's human interaction that's causing their death, so they could come.